I'm feeling a lot of Kamala Harris love coming from Congress these days. Should Joe Biden be worried about the Kamala Harris love that's out there?
No, he should be proud of it, actually, because he picked her to be the vice president on his ticket. They've done a great job together. He's given her good opportunities, especially, for example, with respect to her international involvement. I think a lot of vice presidents don't get those chances. So I think it's been a strong combination. They've got a great record they can run on and will run on. And I think they have a good vision for the future, too. So I'm okay with the Batman, Robin, Biden, Harris. I'm fine with that.
Okay. I think there is seldom do we see as much bipartisan agreement as there has been about the upset at the Secret Service, about how everything could go so wrong as it did at that Trump rally in Pennsylvania. How do you see the situation right now?
Well, it's deeply disturbing for sure, and I think it makes sense to move forward with congressional investigations, and I called for this last week, frankly. I'm okay with the Secret Service doing an internal investigation. I think it's right for the FBI to do a criminal investigation, although it looks like there's no conspiracy or criminal activity beyond the shooter. But I also think it makes sense for Congress to do this too. I think it's important for us to take a close look at what happened, really at a minute-by-minute basis there at Butler on that day, figure out any kind of changes that need to be made so we don't have this happen in the future. We probably need to take a broader look at what's going on with the Secret Service, especially if they have the resources to do what they need to do. And then, we can take the appropriate steps. It needs to happen quickly because we've got 2 campaigns running. We also got other people that the Secret Service is protecting at the same time. So, we got to change the oil in the car while it's going down the highway, but we have to get it done quickly.
One of the causes of, there's so much conspiracy theorizing that goes on left and right, and you hear it and it's everywhere. One of the causes for that is that people are concerned about accountability, right? That when you see something like this happen, and nobody's fired. Nothing has happened yet. We've heard the director of the Secret Service say she's not going anywhere. And nothing seems to occur. When you have the whole world watch what is obviously a failure, shouldn't somebody get fired? Shouldn't something happen?
Well, there's time to do that. I'm not saying that no one should be fired or actually that somebody should be fired yet. I think we have to conduct the investigation. I like to do things like that based on the facts. And I think it's important for us to actually go through and determine what happened, what were the failures, who's accountable for those, and hold those people accountable. But scapegoating doesn't help. And, the point along the lines of what you just made, our adversaries are watching this too. And so we need to make sure that they understand that the flaws that happened on that day have been corrected and aren't going to be available for any kind of terrorist activity or anything along those lines. But we can only do that if we do this the right way and do it thoroughly and completely.
So you're a lawman. And you have oversight over Homeland Security. You think about this stuff all the time. You take these threats seriously.
Yes.
Does it give you pause that the United States looks like we're in real trouble right now, that on the international stage, it feels like we got a president whose own party is rebelling against him. We've got Donald Trump with people ripping their shirts off at the Republican National Convention. We've got assassination attempts. We've got all this going on.
Yeah.
Does it seem like it's a pernicious weakness for people abroad looking at ways to take on the United States? Does this seem like a bad moment for the U.S.?
It depends on how we come out of it. I think if we handle this the right way, I remember Watergate, for example. There were some who thought that we showed weakness at the time, but at the end of that, we showed strength because our democracy was strong enough to remove a president and continue moving forward on a democratic path without resorting to violence. We can do that again, and I think we're on the pathway to doing that. This is a rough patch for sure, but if we do it the right way, and I know it's hard to be unified during an election. We're competing for voters. Democrats and Republicans have different visions for sure. But, we can disagree without being disagreeable and still get things done that the American people need us to get done.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.